Hey guys, I just wanted to apologise because as you can see I'm currently on holiday in Croatia. We batch recorded a bunch of episodes right before I went away and unfortunately some issues happened with the audio, so we can't use the proper audio. We have to use the audio from the camera mic. The answers are still there. We wanted to release the episodes and provide that value, but the audio quality might not be quite as good as it usually is, so thank you for bearing with us and I will see you when I get back home. In this episode I talk about how to price yourself. Welcome to episode 57 of the Honest Entrepreneur Show. My name's Tom Ross and let's get into it. Super quick intro this time, but just thank you. Thank you to every single person who's listening and watching to this show. What I am loving is I do a little call to action at the end where I'm like, can you share where you are listening to it? And I've seen some amazing ones recently. Teresa, in fact, sent me one right before recording where she's making a giant dinner by the look of it. And she's got all these ingredients on her kitchen counter and then an iPad with this show playing in the background. And that makes me super happy. So keep them coming, guys. I'm getting like a few of these through every single day and it always makes my day.
This question is from Noviana. How do you test if your pricing is right? I've been at a place where I undercharged myself, but now I have potential clients saying no because I'm out of their budget. I personally think I charge what I think my work is worth, and I've checked my competitors to make sure my prices are on par. Am I just not hitting the right target audience, or am I somehow not getting my prices right? What's the best way to test it without losing clients?
Hey Nobiana, and welcome to the show. That's a really good question, and there's a few aspects here to address. So first of all, it sounds like you've got a good head on your shoulders. You've done your research. You've looked at like the market rate, which is kind of what your competitors are charging, what you think you're worth based on your current experience, and that stuff absolutely matters. I think it's important to realize that you can't really haggle up. You can only haggle down. So wherever you're starting, I think it's good that your prices are maybe a little bit higher and that you are getting some rejections. First of all, you should be. If you never get a single rejection and everyone's just like, oh, wow, great, what a steal, I want to hire you straight away, that's not a good thing. That means you are pricing yourself too low. So actually, just think of it as disqualifying people that aren't the right fit for you. I really wouldn't stress about that. On the other hand, if you're getting zero work, because every single person is like, your prices are way too high, I just can't afford you, then there could be all kinds of things going on. Maybe you are overpricing yourself. That's worth considering. But if you've got good self-awareness, which it sounds like you do, then maybe it's not that. Maybe it is that you're going after the wrong kind of people, in which case, you might have to pivot in terms of the quality or the scale or the size of the people that you are pitching. It might be that you pivot to a different industry. I know when I've done work in the past, it was entirely like industry dependent. So at one point I was trying to target bands when I was way younger. That didn't last very long because I was like, they have no money. They literally had no money. So I was like, okay, move on, next person. And then I tried a different audience. I was like, no, that's not really working either. So I tried a bunch of audiences, and the one that worked for me was solo entrepreneurs that were earning more than 6 figures a year and pretty much just worked for themselves. So that was really lucrative because they were highly profitable. They knew marketing. They cared about marketing. So when I had my value proposition of you're making this much, and if I redesign your brand and website, you will suddenly start making this much, that became really easy to sell. And the second part there is value-based pricing. I've talked about this on this show. Blair Enns talks about this a hell of a lot. He's kind of like the expert in this space, so go and read up on his stuff. But value-based pricing is really attractive. And I think that's important because that's where you can justify your higher prices. Because if you're saying, well, look, I'm going to do this, this, and this for your business, which we can both agree is worth this much, then you can justify your prices more. Whereas if you're just saying, well, it's just that much because it's that much, because I kind of want that much money and I think I deserve it, that's not very compelling to a client. So I would always come from the position of empathy and, putting yourself in their shoes and basically saying, well, would I pay for that? And if the answer is no, then you're in trouble. But if the answer is yes, because the value proposition is so clearly articulated, then, you should get a lot more traction. So I wouldn't give up yet. Dismiss the naysayers and the people that can't afford you. Good, you want them. But equally, try and pivot, don't remain fixed. Actually go looking for the people where you think you're going to enjoy doing the work, they're going to enjoy working with you, and most importantly, they have the money to pay. And also, like, when you found that point and you are getting a few more people to pay you, realize you should always be trying to increase your prices steadily over time. Don't view them as a fixed thing, because I fell into this trap for years and years and years, and I limited myself. But as soon as I started being more aggressive and actually pushing it up, yes, I might get some more no's, but actually I got a surprising amount of yeses. And when I got more and more confident doing that, it was amazing, because that compounded over time. So a few years on, I was making more money than I ever thought I was capable of making from my services. And that's a beautiful thing. So I want you to flip your mindset, try and think more value led, try and find the right people. And when you start getting that momentum, then channel that momentum into more positive thinking of not like, should I lure them or am I really worth it? Think more like, how do I actually continue to increase my prices? Because that's going to benefit you more. Question of the day, be honest. Do you feel like you're currently underpricing or overpricing your services? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm really enjoying the YouTube show. If you are too, then be sure to hit the subscribe icon and tick the little bell to get notifications when I post new content on this platform.